right? You're being good, right? Yeah, see?
We're live.
She's bored.
We're live on YouTube right now.
All right. Are you going to stay over there?
No, I'll go stay right in front of
Okay. All right, we are here. Okie dokie. Hi, and welcome everyone. I'm going to record here in a second. Let's see. Hi, West Coast. Mom, can you see us okay?
You're not on yet.
Do what?
You're not on here yet.
I should be.
I have it live and I don't have you. I just have your previous.
Okay. Let's see, here we go. We should be live soon, if not now. My phone says we are.
Okay.
Just weeding out the technical difficulties here. Do you not see it either?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's not it.
You guys are live.
It does say live, but
You
look,
guys are live.
Can you see us?
Yeah.
Okay.
how
Awesome.
does she see us and we don't?
Yeah.
I don't know. But awesome. Okay.
Are you sure you see us?
She's like, yeah, I'm sure. Okay, so we are live.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I had to click on it.
Oh, Mom, click on it.
I got
Okay.
Okay, we are live. I'm not the only one with blonde moments around here. All right. Okay, so we're gonna kick it in. Let's do it. Ready? All right. Well, hey everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Club Divorcee, where we go from broken to blessed together. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm here with
Angela.
and we're here hanging out in Carmel, Indiana at Elite Health Resort. And I gotta say thank you to everyone who is joining us. Thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you to everyone who has actually joined our Facebook group. We now have almost 600 people who've joined our Facebook group.
That's crazy.
It is so cool.
Yeah.
And looking at the stats of the listeners throughout the world, there are people now in Brazil that are listening in. So, I mean, it's just amazing. And
It's so crazy.
it's unbelievable and it's so humbling. And I pray that we just continue touching hearts and changing lives and just continue to grow. So, thank you guys, or everyone who has joined and has listened in. Before we even get started, I also wanted to thank you, Angela. We had an amazing weekend this past weekend. And this past Sunday, you baptized your daughter and my son.
I did.
So,
It was awesome.
what does that feel like to be in there and doing that for kids?
It's a really cool experience to see anyone decide to follow Jesus and then profess their faith in Christ and do it so publicly. It's an amazing experience to get to witness that, especially when it's your own.
Yeah.
That one's a really hard one to hold together.
You maintained your composure so well. I was starting to cry when I saw my son up there, and I'm like, I'm turning into my mom. I'm crying at every little thing my son does. And it was so amazing to see. And that's one thing. I mean, high five to you, and high five to us parents who are doing it right in the world and teaching our kids about Jesus and having the kids make their own decisions to follow Christ. That was just amazing. And I'm going to get teary eyed just thinking about it, talking about it now when I see my mom grabbing a Kleenex. But it's one of those things. It's like, okay, like that was amazing.
Yeah.
So kudos to you. And
It was a
for
great
doing that.
time. You know, just everybody to be together. We have our baptisms followed by a picnic and
Yeah.
games and a pig roast, and what a great community experience for everybody to be a part of.
Yeah.
And everybody to get to sit there and cheer for the adults and the children that are making that decision to to publicly proclaim, like, I am a follower of Jesus. So
Oh, it was amazing.
that's really cool.
Yeah. I had goosebumps the whole time. It was just so cool. So kudos to you. They rocked it. It was awesome. moving on, today's kind of a funny topic. Instead of doing these life lessons and so forth, we actually want to talk about something kind of funny. We want to talk about words of wisdom that are not so wise. So if you've ever received words of wisdom or advised someone and you just don't even know what to say back.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've all been there, but I've also did some research to find some other really funny ones too. And in fact, I'm going to give some credit out to a Reader's Digest, BuzzFeed, Your Tango, Time.com, and ChatGPT, because even ChatGPT has some really funny ones. But also, I made a post on Facebook, a reel, I guess if you would want to call it that. But there were a few people who actually made comments about it. And thank you to everyone who did. The four that came to mind, the first four I saw, there's a gentleman named Rob, and he mentioned that his worst advice that he received says that your body is done healing. And he proceeds to say, that's not true. The body is slow to heal and it can make changes, but it can take time.
Mm.
Then we have Matt who got on here. And by the way, thank you for your service. You said, don't accept your West Point appointment. This is what his sergeant
Oh,
told him.
I read that one and I cringed.
Yeah, he said, you don't want to be an officer. And this is from his platoon sergeant while in the 82nd Airborne. He said, the stupid redneck did me a real disservice. He was like, I was 18. So
Mhm.
feel bad for that, Matt. But again, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Jason, you said, get the vote. Don't take it anywhere now that we have it. He goes, there's a lot to unpack from this story, but some of it we can laugh at today. And then we have Tact Jones, who I know you were just kidding because you even said you were just kidding, but you said don't eat yellow snow. I think yellow snow has flavor. Not sure where it comes from, but good. You said just kidding, of course. So thank you guys for sharing. But there's actually quite a bit of funny advice, and then there's some that's like, yeah, okay, we've heard that one before. But did you have a story of advice? Do you want to share that?
I do. It's not the greatest one.
Okay.
I mean, it's not funny.
Okay.
It's definitely not funny.
Okay. What is?
Can I start off on that one?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Actually, my daughter's in here, so let's not do that one yet.
Oh, and she's like, oh, she has earbuds in her ear. She says, but
I mean, she heard me say that, so
exactly.
let's move on and then come back to mine.
Okay.
She's paying least.
Yeah, it's so
She's paying less attention.
okay. Well, here's one. It says, find a rich person and get married instead of pursuing education or career growth. Okay.
Don't do that.
I know, right? Please don't.
Yeah.
But remember the show in the 90s, The Nanny? They were always like, find me a lawyer. Find me a lawyer.
Brand dresser.
Yeah, very dresser. Her mom, she would go on the dates with all these guys, and like, one's a doctor, one's a lawyer, and like they would literally. I remember the episode. They were begging together to God. They're like, "Find me a lawyer. Find me a lawyer. Find me a husband. Find me a husband." And she was so absorbed with that. So like, ooh, yeah, let's not focus on that.
No.
Let's not. Another word of advice: forgive and forget.
No.
Yeah, no. So
That is
forgive,
terrible.
yes, totally. Forgive, yes. We've talked about that. That's actually my favorite topic of podcast that we've had so far.
We've done
Is
that
the
one.
topic of forgiveness. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
But to
I think we even
forget-
covered that you don't have to forget.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We absolutely did. And
You don't
it's so
have to
absolutely true.
That doesn't make you a bad person.
No, not at all. But unfortunately, it's one of the not so good words of wisdom.
I wonder where that came from.
I don't know.
Because it's terrible advice.
Yeah, well, so is this next one. Like, actually, I have thoughts on this one. So I agree, but I also disagree. So there's this phrase that says, don't go to bed angry.
Nope. I have that one too.
Okay. So I agree to that. I do. In fact, I even have this big poster in my bedroom that says, give it to God and go to sleep.
Okay.
But also, some say that it's not okay to do because if the problem is so serious, they might be up for 3 days straight and not getting any sleep because there's no resolution.
I mean, sometimes you're sitting there and if you're arguing for hours or you've worked all day and you've come home and you're arguing over whatever you're arguing about,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you're just exhausted. You need to just sleep on it
Right.
and come back to it.
In fact, that's also the reason why they're saying this is not such great advice all the time. Not say all the time, not every time, but when the situation is so intense, take a break anyway. Like, separate yourselves, even if it is for the night. Get a good night's sleep. Just really think it through before you guys reconnect. Because if you guys are really adamant about not going to bed angry over something, again, you could be up for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
That could be crazy.
I think that you can go to bed and not be angry and still be in the middle of an argument. Like, you can both decide, we're just going to pause. We're going to go to bed and we'll finish this discussion at a later time. Like,
Okay, but would you go,
tomorrow after work or wherever.
would you even go in the same bed?
I don't know. It depends on what we're arguing about. If I'm being honest.
No, exactly. I don't know that I'd want to go to the same bed if we're still arguing about certain topics. I
It
don't know.
reminds me of, have you watched How I Met Your Mother?
No.
Oh, I love that show. But Lily and Marshall, they were like, I don't know, college sweethearts or whatever. They'd been together forever. And they went to these huge arguments and they would be like, pause. And they would like pause. And then you see them going out to like Red Lobster and doing all these things. And then they'd get home and they'd be like, I'm paused. And then they'd fight.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
That's actually
I
a
mean-
good thing to do. Like,
On TV, it was funny.
yeah. But I mean, I can see that happening. You still have daily lives. You have things to do. What if you had to go to a wedding and you're in this big argument? It's like, pause, wait till we get back home,
Right.
and then we'll resume it when we get home.
Right.
You got things to do. I like that. I kind of do. So another one, marriage should be easy with the right person.
Marriage is never easy. You know how much you love each other, how compatible you are.
Oh my God.
It's never easy.
I mean, talk about unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
Right?
Who said that?
Yeah, oh my gosh. I
That-
mean, yeah, this,
Obviously, a person that's never been married.
I mean, yeah, and this can actually cause people to question their relationship if there is a conflict that arises. It could be the very first conflict, whether it's what movie to watch or what they're going to have for supper. It could be anything similar. Like, wait a minute, you're not the right person because you're not thinking the same thing as me. You don't want the same thing as me.
If you never fight in your marriage, there's a problem.
Oh, exactly. That is a problem.
Yeah. Everybody argues.
Everybody
You don't have
does.
to have, knock down, drag out fights and 3-hour arguments or 3-day arguments,
Right?
but you can argue.
I mean, I laugh at this one. I was just like, it should be easy with the right person. I'm like, marriage requires effort and communication, and expecting it to be effortless can lead to a major dissatisfaction.
Yeah. Somebody's dissatisfied
Totally.
or both
It
of you.
just, yeah. Like, so no.
I mean, marriage can be easy, but it's not easy. I mean,
It's a work in
No.
progress.
It's
this is
a work.
in progress.
Yeah, it is a work in progress. That's
Yeah,
exactly what
and
my
if
dad
you're
just said.
working both together, then and
That's the key thing. Working together. It
Yeah.
takes both people, not just one, but both.
right.
And you both
Um,
got to give.
Marriage is always 50-50.
Nope.
No.
No, it is not.
Definitely not 50
It's 100.
Yes.
Everybody gives 100%. You're
Mhm.
all in, not 50-50.
Yeah. Or even if, say, one person is totally exhausted and maybe in a bad place, whatever the case may be, and they go home and say, honey, I got 20%.
Mm-hmm.
What does the other partner do? You step up and you do the 80.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what you're there for. That's the communication. That's the relationship. That is the marriage. It is work.
Right.
It's totally work. So how is it easy? I don't know. I'm kind of baffled about that one.
It's easy if you have the right person.
It's easy if you have the right person. Well, hell, I guess none of us do. I guess that doesn't
I don't
exist.
know. We could ask the audience.
You know, I was told one time that if you're looking for Mr. Right, forget about it. He's with Mr. Wonderful.
Mm.
So I'm like, it doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. Unicorns do not exist. Okay. Just saying. Next
People
one.
clap.
What'd you say, Dad?
That's it.
Oh my gosh. People in the audience being so like, all right. So you and your partner should like all the same things.
No. These are terrible.
They're so bad. That's why I want to
You
talk
should-
about it.
Common Chris. But you can't all like the same things.
Oh my gosh, how boring would that be? If I really wanted to date someone who liked everything that I liked, forget it. I'd rather just be single. Like, no way. Or probably have a baby. I don't know. But I'm like, I don't,
You could have a lavender marriage.
right?
There you go.
But I mean, yeah, shared interest, it can strengthen the relationship. But if you're going to be in a relationship with someone or think that that person should like every single thing that you like, you are going to be letting yourself down big time. Talking, but it's very boring. Talk
No.
about boring.
Like my ex-husband, we like to go hiking, we like to go camping, we like to go fishing. Those are the things that we like to do together. And we did that with our children. He liked to ride dirt bikes. I have no business being on one of those. I would probably wreck it. And I was okay with that. Like that was his thing. We had our joined thing that we like to do together. And when he go and ride his dirt bikes, I would do things with my girlfriends.
Okay.
You know, like he doesn't need me
No.
to go and do everything that he wants to do.
No, and vice versa.
Right.
But
He doesn't want to go with me to get my nails done or, you know, cackle with my girlfriends.
So I had to think about this. I'm like, I married a guy that I had nothing in common with.
Really?
Nothing. What did you guys? Nothing. So
Not
I'm
one thing.
an extrovert. He's an introvert. His idea of a good time is being in the basement, hooking up one of his 15 guitars to an amp, drinking Liftoff IPA beer, and just being by himself down there. Me, I'm like, I want to travel. I want to do this. I want to do that. I was like, I want to sign up for another marathon. Like, we had absolutely nothing in common.
So,
Not even the same taste in music. Not even the same taste in vehicles. His first car he had, he was trying to show it off, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not impressed." And I think he got pissed off at me for it. But I don't know. We had absolutely nothing in common. But what was interesting is that we did end up running a full marathon together. We practiced and trained separately. But we had to because we had a kid as well. But my mom would come over and she would hang out with him. But we would run different places. We very seldom, I think maybe twice, we actually did run together. But that was also because he had a fear of my MS. So he was like, well, I'm running with you because it seems like you're about to have this symptom. Or when I actually come race day, he did race with me the entire time because he was afraid of my MS. So kudos to him for doing that. But aside from that, I had to think, I'm like, I had nothing in common with this guy. Absolutely nothing.
oh,
So I'm like, okay, so I'm reading this, and like, you and your partner should like all the same things. I'm
no,
like, yeah, that's not
you don't
true.
need to like all the same
No.
things.
A few things would be great, but
Yeah,
not
just to
everything.
have a mutual compatibility
Yeah,
interest together.
totally.
Yeah.
So
You know, you have those couples that go to like Comic-Con or whatever. I don't really know what that is, but there's like an interest. I would think that I would need somebody that would want to do that with me.
yeah, I mean, you would literally have to get me shit faced drunk, and I'm sorry, but that's true because I'm not dressing up in those costumes to go to a Comic-Con. That is not
I don't
me.
want to go to that. I might go to People Watch.
That's when you, yeah, go downtown, go to a restaurant, or sit outside by a window, or sit outside,
Yeah.
and you can like watch them do all that because it is massive. Indiana, I think, is like one of the number. I think it's the number one of Comic-Con in the entire country.
Oh yeah, there's like an actor that's coming. I can't remember who it is.
Oh, I don't know. It's totally not me. That's you. You do you, boo.
No, but that's not me.
Anyone who's listening, that's your thing. Go for it. You
Good
do
for
you. And yeah, have fun with that. And then it's great that you have a partner that maybe wants to share that interest. But I mean, surely you guys are going to be dressing up as the same character. I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't have to like everything together.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
Maybe one of you likes the nice one and one of you likes the villain.
yeah, I see. I don't know. Is it just comics? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't know either. But aside from that, we go from saying you should like the same things to here's the other word of wisdom that's not so wise: opposites attract. Do they really?
I mean, Paula Abdul made a song about it.
She did. But I mean, is that necessarily true? Some people are, I guess it works for some people, but not for everybody.
I think there's some truth to it.
There's some truth. I think that kind of,
But that doesn't mean you should just get married.
just because you're opposite people.
Yeah.
Because opposites attract.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head the rest of the night.
But I mean, it's true. It's, do opposites really attract? And if so,
no.
like to what
You are
extent?
an example.
Yeah, but
You have
I was a
nothing-
short-term marriage. It was not attractive.
But they didn't say opposites attract and they get married and they are a successful marriage. They just said opposites attract.
Yeah, they just said opposites attract. I know my mom's over here laughing and she's pointing at my dad's seat,
Okay.
saying, "Yep, we're opposite."
Yeah.
I just give up.
My mom just said she just gave up. Like, you guys have been married, what, 37 years now? 38 years. Okay. And that, I mean, what
Maybe
works
there's
for
an
you?
element to opposites.
We met.
And I can see that.
We got married 2 months after we met.
Yeah, and my parents got married 2 months after they met. That's the other thing. But I mean, that's your heart. I think you know when you know.
I wasn't thinking right.
My mom's being silly over here. But yeah, I mean, I guess I would believe that to an extent. So it's kind of a balance. You don't want someone too insanely opposite, I guess, but at the same time, it is okay to be opposite. Just like it's okay to be with someone who doesn't have the same similarities as you, doesn't have to like everything that you like. So moving on, the other one here is the word phrase that people don't want to hear, especially when they're going through the process. How many times has someone said to you, "You'll be fine," as you're going through the divorce? Like, do you really want to be told you're going to be fine? Because what that actually does, they don't realize they're doing this. Okay, so it's like they're trying to be nice to you, but what they don't realize that when they're saying that, they're trying to minimize the pain. And they're trying to lead to make you feel like it's dismissive of their emotional needs. So you might be in the process of grieving. You might be in the process of sorrow, sadness, like whatever the case may be. But saying you're going to be fine is basically you're minimizing all the pain. Like you got to fight
But they
through it.
mean well.
They do. They do. 9 times out of 10, they'll mean well. And to even add to that, people out there will just they'll come up to you and they'll tell you, "Oh, just move on.
Oh yeah.
Just move on." Okay, just move on. No problem. And there's some people, and I think uh, my ex was one of them, like immediately. He breaks up with one person and he's back on the dating sites. And I see it on Facebook. Are we dating the same guy? And I'm like, oh, he's doing it again. I'm like, look, I don't care. I'm not judging. I don't care. But just let you know,
I mean,
your
I'm
name and your
judging.
photos out here, just letting you know.
Mine has been on there multiple times and I'm judging. Not because I'm jealous or
Oh my gosh.
I'm definitely judging anyone that wants to get with that.
I just don't want to know. I really don't. And I mean, it's ironic the past several months now, every weekend Austin's with me. He's out of town. So unfortunately, he was out of town when Austin was getting baptized on Sunday. I'm like,
Aw.
you know what? That's on you. That was on you. But to tell someone to just move on, I mean, that pressures them to rush through grief and healing. So it's not healing at all. You're putting that aside. So it actually kind of makes me feel bad for those who actually do follow through that who go through the breakup in less than 24 hours. They're on these dating apps, flirting with that.
Just moving on.
Literally just moving on.
Because that's not healthy.
It's
If
not.
you haven't grieved the process of a divorce or even the ending of a relationship and you're just moving on, you're just bringing your baggage into the next relationship.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
You're not healing at all. You are moving on, but
Not in a healthy way.
exactly, not in a healthy way.
The way this last one just ended.
Absolutely. Okay. Here's one that I can't stand. But it's like everybody says it. And I actually
I wonder if it's the same one. Okay, go ahead.
so it's one that my son had his very first heartbreak, and I wanted to tell him because that's the first one that you think of because it's the most commonly used one. And then I stopped myself and was like, nope, I'm not saying this. What do you say when someone tells you there's plenty of fish in the sea? I'm like, what sea are you looking at? The Dead Sea? Because that's not true. Or like, who's telling you there's plenty of fish in the sea? Like, is it a married person? They're not even looking. When was the last time you went fishing? Like, don't lie to me. There's not plenty of fish in the sea. So I stopped myself. I'm not even saying that to my son. I am not saying that. I don't agree with it. I'm like, no way. Plenty of fish in the sea. Okay.
Well, that pond definitely gets a lot less crowded the older you get.
It's not even a pond. It's like a kiddie pool. I'm just gonna sit up by myself.
I just
and
kept
talk
the
to
little
you
guy
guys.
like, nope, not that one. Nope, not that.
I mean, are we using the wrong bait here? Do we need like the rubber gummies? My son fishes and he uses hot dogs and catches fish all the time. Maybe I should get some hot dogs. Start throwing them in the sea. I don't know. But that is the most commonly used one, and I just have to laugh. That's not my favorite for sure. I just think it's hilarious, especially when the person's telling me this in their life story. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
I was like, how many times did you go fishing?
Have you been fishing?
Exactly. It's like, you're pretty sure kiddie pool doesn't need a life jacket or deep sea fishing license, guaranteed. But anyway, that's the one I was like, whatevs. Moving on. At least you're free now. It must be nice.
I mean, that one's not a lie.
To an extent. Like if you were just going through the process, do you really want and you gotta grieve and you gotta go through those steps? At least you're free now. It must be nice. So to an extent, but other situations, yes.
Yeah.
So I understand that certain situations, certain things are going to happen to where, yes, my gosh, congratulations, you are free.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are going through a heartbreak, I mean, what if they filed and you weren't ready? And then someone's telling you, oh, it must be nice, you're free.
Oh, well, that's
Like,
just a person not
screw you.
reading the room correctly. Like, don't say that to that person.
Right? Like, they're heartbroken. They got served the divorce papers.
Yeah. They're not free.
It must be nice. Okay, so you know what I think about when I read this? It must be nice. Again, the movie The Wedding Singer.
Okay.
Okay, so the limo driver, I forget his name in the movie because it's been a minute since I've seen it, but they go to the bar and remember the guy, the limo driver, he wanted to be like Fonz. He wants a different girl every night. He was like the player in the movie. They go to this bar and towards the end of the movie, and he's sitting down, and Robbie Hart walks in. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna be single every day like you. I'm gonna be the Fonz like you." And he goes, "I don't want to be the Fonz." He goes, "Do you think that a girl is gonna look at an 80-year-old man and think I'm the Fonz someday?" He goes, "All I want is to be held and told that everything's going to be all right." And then this like 85-year-old man comes up to him and puts his arm around him. He's like, "Everything's going to be all right." So like I read that and I thought the two things. Yes, if you're going through a really bad situation and you're free, that's awesome. But when you are being served the divorce papers or someone's breaking up with you and you're heartbroken, the last thing you want to be told is that it must be nice and that you're free.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's not the best words of wisdom in whatever situation that may not be appropriate. But again, I just keep thinking of the wedding singer. It's so funny. But next one I'll say is don't worry, you'll find someone better. Like,
No.
yeah, I don't know that I completely agree with that one. I mean, it's somewhat encouraging, but again, you it's kind of dismissive of the relationship that ended and it kind of messes with your emotions. It's like, really? I'm gonna find someone better? You mean in that little kiddie pool that you got blowing up for me in the backyard? That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'll find someone better, all right. But I hear that and I think as we grow older and we become wiser, we have more standards.
Yeah, we do.
So if you were to think about like the 20s were to have fun, the 20s, dating is completely different in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the 30s, you learn the lessons. And so then that gets kind of tapered down a little bit. And then usually in the 30s is when the divorces really start rising.
Mhm.
There's second marriages, there's kids and all that. And then you get into the 40s and your standards are even higher.
Yeah.
So in a way, I do kind of understand why a person would say that because like, oh, you'll find someone better. Well, maybe not. But as we are older, our standards are going to be higher. So we are going to have a higher standard. And I think most of us now, we kind of lack the patience for it. So
Yeah,
if
I
I'm going to
don't
go
have
on exactly, I don't have time.
Mm-mm.
We don't have time to mess around. And it's
I'm
like,
busy. I have
Yes.
kids. I work.
exactly.
If there's a red flag or if there's something that doesn't meet my standards, bye. Sorry. I mean,
No, exactly.
we're just not.
Don't be sorry.
I mean, sorry. Move along. Like it's not to be mean. It's just
No.
why waste my time? Why waste your time?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't want to waste time. And I forget the video of it, but I saw it that one time. It was, I think, on Instagram. There was a gentleman sitting on his desk, and in comes the woman, and literally within 30 seconds, they were able to tell whether or not they were going to stay together and could continue on with the relationship. But they were asking each other questions like, "Where's your vacation home? Do you want it on the beach or do you want it in the mountains?" And then she would answer and be like, "Okay, check. What about the kids? Are we going to see them once a month, or are we going to see them like every 2 weeks, or what does that look like for you?" And she answers, and he's like, "Okay, that I don't know about." And immediately it was like literally just asking each other these questions. And then 30 seconds later, they're both like, "Do you really see this going anywhere?" "Nope." "Okay, thanks." And then the woman walks away.
Oh,
I was like, wow, it's kind of like speed dating. But again, you don't want to waste time. So, do you really find someone better, or do you find someone that meets your standards, your newly developed, wise standards that you have experienced and have grown yourself through your age? So that's kind of how I look at
you
it.
find somebody better
Mhm.
that meets your standards.
That meets your standards. I agree. It's a little different than your 20s versus your 40s.
Well, your frontal lobe isn't even right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not even
in
fully
your
developed.
20s.
No, it's
So-
not.
we should probably not be dating in our 20s.
Or 30s.
My dad even has his 30s. So here's the other one that I totally disagree with, and I think it's a very common one. And I think actually a lot of people are learning that it is not so wise. But to be told that grass is greener on the other side,
It's not.
it's not. It's greener where you water it, right?
Yes.
So yeah, it's definitely not greener on the other side. By the way, do you want to talk about yours yet? Because I don't think
I-
she's
listening. I mean, mine is more serious. It's not just a funny one.
okay.
But I guess it was getting to the point in my marriage when I was getting ready for the divorce. Like
Okay.
things were going wrong. My husband wasn't coming home. We struggled our marriage. He struggled with a lot of addiction issues when it would come to drugs and alcohol. And I was just slowly building up to get to, okay, I'm done because my kids are getting older.
Mhm.
You're homeless. You're obviously not interested in staying in this marriage. And kind of just going in that direction, like mentally preparing myself. And I remember speaking to my mother in law and just telling her, like, these are the things, not bashing, certainly not bashing my ex husband to his mother, but just saying these are the things that are happening in our marriage. And I can't do this anymore. I mean, it's been over 10 years that I'm still dealing with all of this, and our girls are getting older. And she said to me, if you would just communicate better, I think that you guys would be okay.
Oh my gosh.
If you would just communicate with him, you guys will be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Communication, people. It stops addiction. It stops alcoholism.
Oh my gosh.
Stops it all.
Yeah, just communication.
Communication is very important in your marriage.
Oh, absolutely.
But when you've got
That's true.
addictions
And all these other issues.
and all other things,
Yeah.
that's not the answer.
No,
That was awful. I left there mad.
I wouldn't blame you.
And
I'd
he
be mad
filed
too.
for divorce shortly after.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we can go back to the funny stuff because I have
Back to the funny stuff. Here's I've got one. Happy wife, happy life. I mean, it's not wrong. Right?
I mean,
But it's not true.
yeah.
It could be
No.
both.
Yeah, I guess it could. It totally could.
Yeah.
I mean, biblically wise, right? We are there to serve each other and make each other happy.
Yeah.
But I also see that too. Because
Right.
I mean, gosh, what if like it's that time of the month? I
Oh,
mean,
you just need to give her all the chocolate she wants and leave her alone.
not
That's my
whatever.
definitely happy life.
Exactly.
But on a daily,
Comfort her, buy her
Right.
flowers.
massage her feet.
Exactly. Massage her feet, take care of the dog for her, clean the dishes for her. Better yet, go get takeout, bring the food home, comfort her. It is not comfortable the first couple of days. Okay, so yes, that's where I will agree. Happy wife, happy wife.
Happy wife, happy life.
When they're going through menopause, Lord, just give her grace, okay? Sweating in the middle of the night, we get moody. What else do we do in menopause? I haven't been there yet.
I don't know.
I don't know, but whatever it happens,
We're talking about something that we don't know.
thank you, God, we're not there yet. But I mean, someday it can happen. I mean, we're gonna go batshit crazy, and guys, just give us grace, okay? Just let it go.
Yeah.
Happy wife during that time
Pregnant.
too.
Be nice to her.
Oh yeah, please tell her
Just tell
she's
her,
pretty.
"Hey,
Yeah.
she's pretty and gorgeous.
Yes, she needs to hear all these things, okay?
Yeah.
So yes, those incidents in life is happy wife, okay?
Yeah.
So
But
take that down.
but not every day,
No,
because then you're ignoring one spouse's needs. Like
Absolutely.
women, if you are a peacekeeper or you are a people pleasing person, you are definitely ignoring your needs and you are applying it to your spouse, and you just that's a danger zone.
it
So,
is. It is. Men,
As funny as it might be,
so
not true.
I know. And men need to be told things. So there's actually a book out there, and I was going to talk about it in a future podcast. But Steve Harvey wrote a book that says, Act like a lady and think like a man. Men need to be told compliments. They need to be told, hey, you do such a great job on that grill. And of course, I'm saying that because I don't grill. But you do such a great job with that power tool thingy in the garage. I don't know, like do something, like whatever. Just giving them compliments gives them that reassurance in life that they feel better about themselves and they feel better about being the man in the relationship. So, yes, that statement is funny. It's true at times, but not always because men need to feel reassured and loved too. So, that's where it kind of intertwines. Here's one that's really funny.
Okay.
The best way to get over someone is to get under someone else.
No.
Oh, man.
That is terrible.
It's so bad. I started crying. I was laughing so hard when I read that. But I was like, oh my gosh, there is the wedding singer guy. There's the Fonz.
No, don't do that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I couldn't believe that one. But I was like, damn, that's good. That is some good, bad words of advice. That was awesome. Here's the other one to think about. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm actually a believer in that.
I do believe that one. Everything does happen for a reason.
I absolutely believe that one. I don't know why during my research it was listed as a not so wise words of advice, but I believe it does. So I have I can't even argue with that. I was like, I actually believe it.
I mean, I think you have to learn
Mm-hmm.
out of a situation that you're coming out of. Sure, we're bad.
Yeah. So here's another one. Don't worry, your ex will regret leaving you someday.
I don't really care if you regret leaving.
Right?
Oh no.
I want to get that tattoo that says no regrets. So there is no regrets on that. None. Please go. I'm good.
Yeah.
No regrets. None. Before I go on, do you have any other ones?
Let's see. Just follow your heart. No.
I have something very similar to add to that here. in a minute.
Feelings change. Attraction isn't character, and chemistry isn't compatibility. You should let your heart have a vote, but not the deciding vote.
Oh,
Yeah. And pay attention to character, consistency, and values. Oh, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Values for sure.
And consistency.
You know, they tell you one thing and then they don't do the other, or they do it once. And
Perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like the
Don't
first
let
couple
your-
months you date someone, things are going great, and then
Like that honeymoon period.
boom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm seeing you once a month. That really
Yeah.
works.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. What about dating after divorce? You're going to be told some of these funny things. Maybe someone telling you don't date again.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Or what about you need to revise or lower your standards?
No,
Exactly.
You do
Yeah,
not.
no, do not need to do that.
I mean, maybe some people do.
I think
Pray
some
for
people
a lawyer. Pray, send me a lawyer. Send me a doctor.
do.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh-huh. Find me a husband. Find me a husband. Yeah, I don't agree with that, but I also believe that you should always know your worth.
Yep.
So, but I guess if someone is that desperate to be married, they don't care, and maybe they will lower their standards just so they get married.
I don't know.
I know it's kind of sad.
Yeah,
I mean, there are people out there. Another one, it says, "Oh, you should play hard to get."
I don't think so.
Why? Why are we playing games
Why are
when
we
our
playing
40s?
games when we're in our 40s? Exactly.
Yes, no, we should not be playing games. No
No.
one has time for that.
We do not have time for that.
What's that mean? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, we don't. Forget that. So no, I would not agree with playing hard to get. Oh, here's one. Terrible. Be completely available at all times.
No.
How desperate do you
That's
think
awful.
we look like?
You do not. No. You don't need to play games and you don't need to be available. You just need to be yourself.
Yes.
If they like you
So-
for who you are, they like you.
And I would say be completely available at all times. Please, I immediately resonate with the girls in their 20s that are chasing these guys.
Yep.
Like, please don't. Don't be a chaser. Guys don't want girls that chase you.
No. And guys don't really want a girl that's available all the time.
No.
No.
No,
Yeah,
please
I
don't.
don't have that availability. I'm busy.
So I had to laugh at this one because you had just said it too. It says just be yourself. But when people tell you just be yourself, you start thinking, especially if you're actually going through the divorce process, well, which version? The one before the marriage? The version of me during the marriage? Or the version of me after 3 glasses of wine? Like, what version of me do you want me to be? Because, I mean, those are 3 different personalities. And it's just
I mean,
kind of
after
funny.
my divorce, I'm still trying to figure out who the heck I am, you know?
Mhm.
Because
It's a learning
I'm
process.
just lost. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
which version do
process.
you want?
I don't know that I want the before marriage version. I like my after marriage version. I like my adult
I like
version.
showing you.
Yeah, I like very much like who I am.
Yeah.
And I am my mom's gonna laugh at me. I do have a little more patience than what I used to have. No lack of. I know it. I know it. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot through my 20s, learned even more through my 30s. I'm loving my 40s. I absolutely love it. I love having my standards. I've loved everything that I've learned about. I love this level, I should say, of wisdom that I have learned and gained from all the past that I've been through. Like, I'm not changing that. I'm not lowering my standards, and I most certainly am not going to be the version before marriage.
Mm-mm.
So, sorry, Charlie. Another one. You'll know it instantly if they're the one. How are you going to know instantly if they're the one?
I mean,
so
those people knew in 30 seconds. That story you just said. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, they did because that was a funny video. But then it's like I think of my grandparents, and this was, I mean, obviously it was a long time ago, but my grandfather was in the 7th grade, and my grandmother, this beautiful strawberry blonde lady from Pennington Gap, Virginia, moves here, walks into my grandfather's classroom. My grandfather looked at her, he nudged his best friend, pointed at her, and said, "That's my future wife."
Aw. I think
And-
that's sweet.
Oh, he knew. Like he just knew. And then fast forward, his brothers were all sent to the Korean War. So my great grandfather pulled him out of school because he had to go work on the farm. What does he do? He goes up to my grandma and he was like, "Will you wait for me?"
Aw.
And my grandma's like, "Well, I reckon." But she did. And they were married almost 72 years. But it was so beautiful. He knew. But how often does that really happen in life these days?
I don't know.
I really don't know. And I mean, kudos to you if you go through something that wonderful, but I don't think that happens to everybody. It is actually something that my naive 20s and 30s, I've always wanted that. I wanted someone to look at me and I believed it. I wanted the same thing that my grandparents had. I want someone to look at me and just, boom, no.
I think that it could be a possibility. I mean, it hasn't happened to me yet.
No, exactly.
Still
Like,
very
does it
single.
happen?
I do think it does. It has
So,
to.
I
Because
don't know.
how quickly have you decided, like, nope, I'm not dating that?
all the time.
I mean, I would just as quickly say I
All
have
the time.
no business dating that person.
Mhm.
Then I think just as quickly I could find the person that I'm going to marry.
Do you think you would be the person who think that, or do you think he would be the person to think that?
That I'm going to be the person you're going to marry.
Mm-hmm. This is a Hallmark girl I'm talking to.
I know,
You're a Hallmark girl.
I know, my girl. I don't know. I mean, I love Hallmark, and I would love for that to happen. I think if I can quickly decide that I have no business dating somebody and getting in a relationship with somebody, I mean, and I'm talking split second, then yeah, I might find somebody that I would marry.
Okay. Okay.
And that will be a segment of the divorcee. And probably my last one.
It better not be your last one. So anyway, yeah, I was like, I dreamt about it, but I don't know what the reality of that is. Especially when, they tell you that you should be marrying your best friend and the person that you guys are going to be together in the communication and this and that. You hear and read all these things about the perfect marriage, which doesn't exist, the perfect situation, and what are the chances of someone knowing instantly that they're the one without going through and talking about certain things that people should probably have a conversation about before marriage? I don't know. I just, it's a dream of mine, but I don't know if it's a reality. I don't know. But I'm also not the type of person, I will not make that move. I will not look at someone and just immediately expect, oh, that's going to be the one. So I'm more the person that I want a man like my grandfather
Mhm.
to look at me and just instantly know that I'm the one.
And you're going to say, I reckon.
Well, I don't know. It depends if I like him or not. I might just laugh and be like, get real. Let's see. So another one. Let's see. Oh, dating apps are where to find love these days.
I've tried.
Oh my gosh.
They're so exhausting.
Yeah, I'm not on any. I haven't been on for a long time, but I don't see how that could be true. Just because you're constantly swiping, you're constantly talking to so many people at once. How do you know that's the where it's at to find
I
your
don't
love?
know.
I mean, for some people it is.
I know plenty of people that
Yeah.
have gotten married on dating apps.
Yeah. I'm wondering of which ones, because there's some that it seems to be designed for just for flirting and dating and whatever, and there's others that are actually true. Like we talked about the deep on dating apps.
We
I
did.
think it was the beginning of the year.
Mhm.
How we talked about eHarmony, who's the number one now because people want to find the one and they're willing to put forth the work and the effort to actually make thorough profiles and descriptions and this and that and yada yada to actually find the one. So I laugh because we talked about our dating apps in the podcast before, but at the same time, like, I don't know this for everybody.
It's not for me. I don't have time.
I don't have time either.
I find it exhausting. And I'm like,
Yeah. I don't know. Especially if there are people that are far away. Would you date someone who's 50 miles away from you?
no, I don't think so. I mean, he would have to be like really like eye catching. Like we would have to have a significant amount of stuff in common for me to be like, okay, I'll consider that.
Yeah. See, I don't know that I can do that. I really don't. I don't see where the growth is if it's long
I mean,
distance.
for some people it works.
That's
Maybe
true for
it's
some
younger
people.
people.
I don't know. Maybe it's older people who have their lives are so busy that it's like they're okay with being long distance and then they make it work. They make an appointment to go see each other. I
I
don't know.
have found a lot of people on dating apps that say my kids are older. I could see that being you're an empty nester, your kids have moved out, they're going to college, or
Yeah, maybe.
you would have more time. I would have more time, but I don't have time. My kids was not in college.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this kind of goes in line with yours, that you mentioned before. Trust your gut. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Well, okay, but are you talking about the same gut that decided to marry my ex? I'm not trusting that gut. Can I get a different gut, please? Because I don't want to trust the same gut
But
that
looking
I
back-
married.
but looking back, you said that you guys didn't have anything in common.
Oh my gosh, no. We were shocked
So
at wedding.
don't you think that maybe there were some red flags, or maybe you were just like, shut up, gut. I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna marry this man, whether I like it or not.
Well, my little gut had a baby in it, so that's my gut, I guess. But I don't know. It actually, the funny thing is that you say that after the first date, I was not interested.
You weren't, and you have said that. So maybe
No.
that was your gut talking and you weren't listening.
Yeah, I don't know. We were two individuals who wanted the same thing at the exact same time, which was that was the one thing that it just clicked. And then ironically, I was living downtown at the time, and he hated driving downtown, but he did it anyway because I told him to. And we were going to a beer fest followed by a baseball game. And anyways, we drove downtown, and after the event, there was a guy standing outside of my condo unit, and he ended up breaking into the building with a matic and a hammer and an axe, I think, and he was yelling, "Blood will be shed." Like, it was the weirdest thing. And this guy, he looked like Albert Einstein. He was this elderly guy in short sleeve button down shirt, which, man, please don't wear short sleeve button down shirts. Okay, please don't. It's just not attractive. But he had that with a Maddox and an axe running down the hall, and he's taking it and he's banging on the walls, yelling, "Blood's gonna be shed." And so
In your condo?
in my condo building, yes, this is downtown. Like, this is crazy downtown. Come to find out, the person below me, he was a contractor from Australia working for Rolls Royce. And crazy guy said that my neighbor below me stole his wife's cell phone. Not true. Why would a Rolls Royce subcontractor steal an old lady's flip phone? But whatever happened, Indianapolis, did they arrest him? No.
No.
So my ex, he looked at me, he said, grab your dog food, pack a suitcase, you're coming up north. So that's how I became in the burbs. I moved up north and I started looking for different places to live. And it turned out to, why don't you just move in? So it was one of those things that just kind of fell into place. And at the same time, I'm like, I think I'm okay to go back downtown. And of course, my mother's looking at me like, the hell you are. And of course, my ex was like, yeah, you're not moving back downtown. So it was just kind of weird how it fell into place. So did I really have a gut? Not really. I was just like, what do I do? I guess no guy has ever broken into a condo unit yelling that and banging on doors. Like, I don't know. It was just weird.
Scary.
Oh, it totally was. But it was just weird. So trust your gut. Again, which one?
I think you weren't listening.
Oh, Lord. I don't know. I really don't know on that one. But if I didn't, I wouldn't have an awesome son out of it.
That's true.
And he is my world. My 9-year-old, say little, who's up to my shoulders, but not so little boy. And yeah, he's my world. So I got the best deal out of it. How about this one? Marriage is hard. Divorce is hard. Choose your hard.
Some of these, I'm just like, what? Who comes up with this crap?
I don't know, but these are true. These are what I found. I found these.
It's hard, but I'm sorry. Sometimes you have.
Yeah. Like, suck it up. Marriage is marriage. But yeah, choose your hard. Oh, how about this one? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
That's a song.
I know. I think like that. What in your head now
I
too?
got it. I'm saying it right now. I almost busted out in song.
Yep, that's another one. So if it doesn't kill you, it's gonna make you stronger.
Why would you say that?
I know. I'm like, should I get a protective order against my ex? Like, seriously, is he gonna come after me? No, it makes you stronger. Like,
I think we should look up the story behind some of these things because some of them I'm seriously questioning.
I know.
I mean-
Oh my gosh.
It's not true, but why would you say that to someone?
I don't know. I really don't know. This one kind of goes in line with the other one that we have talked about. This one is from a non-believer, but they say the universe has a plan.
No, God has a plan. Not the
Exactly.
universe. The creator of the universe has a plan.
And here's another one. Your soulmate is out there.
Do you believe in soulmates?
No,
You don't.
no, I do not.
I believe in the belief of a soulmate. I
I
believe in the idea that there's a soulmate.
look, I believe angels fart too, but I don't know. I mean, I'd love to believe that
Said
it's true.
Angel Smart, not Angela.
No, I said angels, angels, the ones with wings. And the ones on top of Christmas trees. I just, I want to believe it. I really do, but I don't know that it does.
I don't know.
I really don't know that it does. Because I feel like soulmate, that is so incredibly deep. If I were to think of soulmates, I would think of my grandparents. I mean, my grandmother, she wanted to wear lipstick every single day, still, no matter what. I mean, that was just her. And she always wanted to look pretty for grandpa. And it was just beautiful. Like, they do not want to be apart from one another. Like that, okay, maybe that's the perfect example of a soulmate. I don't know. But I just don't know. I don't know if I believe it.
I don't know.
I'm kind of, yeah, I just don't know. But I have one amazing one that I wanted to end with, but I want
Okay.
you to continue on before we answer this one.
Mine in.
This went a lot longer than I thought. I thought we'd be
Yeah,
here for like 30
yes.
minutes.
Oh, here's one. The best revenge is showing them what they lost.
So is that why when women get divorced, they immediately go back into the high heels that are even higher than before marriage? Have you seen that like on Facebook?
I haven't.
There's like, okay, so there's a picture of all these different shoes, and it's a woman before marriage, and you're looking at maybe like a 2-inch heel.
Okay.
Kind of cute. Okay, you're on your first date. Then it's marriage, and they're in ballet flats. One kid, you're in flip flops. More than one kid, you're in freaking Crocs. Divorced, you're in 6-inch high heels. It's hilarious. But I'm like, okay, so is that why
I
it
don't.
motivates people, men and women, to go to the gym to look better than what they did before? Does it motivate people to become a healthier version of themselves? So they kind of strut around and be like, do they do it for themselves, or is there a part of them, just a part, that does it for that reason?
I have no idea because the only type of revenge that I wanted to get on my ex-husband was one, I squirt fox urine all over his clothes. It was
That's
amazing.
awesome.
It was amazing. Long ribbon.
Where did you get fox urine?
Tractor Supply.
Oh my gosh, they have that? I know
Yeah,
they had
they
deer urine because my dad, well, he used to go deer hunting and used to take tampons and soak them in and like hang them on trees.
Fox urine smells.
That didn't need to be explained.
Smells bad. That was my revenge. And then I also mailed him a bag of elephant poop.
I remember that one. Guilty as charged. I'm encouraging you with that.
Yes, I did.
It does happen. You can do elephant. You can do, I think, giraffe at one point. What else did we see?
Yeah, there's like different animals.
Yeah, there are. They're really different animals. And I did it once too, but I don't remember who I did it to.
That is the only
I feel bad.
I
I'm
don't
sorry whoever I did it to, because I don't remember.
and I bet with every moment that he put on that shirt, he was like, man, I miss her. He's probably like, what the heck?
That's hilarious.
My daughter is looking at me like, Mom, what is said here stays here. No daughter of mine.
Well, did you have any more before I continue?
I don't think so. Go ahead.
Okay, so I know we're almost an hour in, so we'll finish this up. But do you ever, okay, I sent this to you, but I wanted to share this. When you're single and you're divorced and you're going to church and they tell you you're meant to be single, it's okay to be single.
It is okay to be
It's a gift from God for you to be single. Okay, well, I have some Native American blood in me. Can I give it back?
Hmm.
Can I be an Indian giver and go give it to someone else? Can we please? Like, I don't want that gift. And the comedian here even says it, Lee Harden. He's like, I don't want that gift. Give it to Goodwill. I don't want the gift of being single.
I mean, I'm okay being single.
But I just thought that was so funny. I'm like, oh my gosh. How true is that? I mean, yeah, there's a moment in life where people become content to be single. In fact, my previous client that I saw tonight, her and I had this conversation. She is turning 60 here in a couple weeks, and she's single, and she was in her 40s when she came to terms knowing that she's probably never going to have kids, and she is okay with that. And she gets to travel. She travels all over the world. She works with a great company, and like, she is a wonderful Christian lady, and she does a lot with her church. And her way of dealing with kids is she goes to people's homes who have kids, and she takes them away so the mom and dad could go on a date or something. Well, no, not like that. But she like let me take care of them. Let me take them to a park. Let me go do something with them so you guys can chill. So very sweet lady. But she even asked me, she's like, "Would you ever get married again?" I said, "To the right person." I was like, I would absolutely do it. I feel like for a long time, I felt like I failed, but at the same time, going through the different podcast episodes that we had to find out I was actually abandoned. So I'm okay. I learned to accept that. So I feel like I really never had a real marriage.
Mhm.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I want to go home every night to a husband. I want to wake up every morning and have a cup of rice and read our Bibles in the morning. It's like, I would love that.
Yeah.
So, like, if this is a gift to be single, I don't want I don't want someone at church telling me it's okay to be single. It's a gift to be single. I'm like, please don't tell me that.
Yeah.
Please. I mean, I know there are people in the Bible who were never married, and I know there's a disciple that was in jail most of his life before he was killed. But I'm like, please, I don't want to be that. I don't.
I think
really don't.
be content being single, and I know that I say I will probably not get married again. Who knows? I mean, right now I've got kids and work and things that keep me busy, and who knows? Like when my kids move out and get out on their own, maybe I'll have more time to decide to date. But I know that I told you earlier that I've started nannying, and so I watch these three little kids, and they're 7, 4, and 2, and it is for a fabulous Christian family. They are amazing, amazing people. And I get to go into their home when I'm helping them out, and I see details of their marriage and of their family workings that I never saw in mine. And I am like completely blown away. I see a husband that helps with the laundry and helps with the wife. The wife is really sick right now, and she's not able to do some of the things that she wants to do for her family. So I'm kind of picking up and helping out with that. But like they talk to each other and they communicate with each other, and the husband is bathing one child. They have three of them, bathing one child and getting one ready for bed while she's feeding the other two and getting them ready for swim practice in the morning. And it's just really cool to see how a Christian marriage should be run. I'm usually there as they're getting ready to go down for bed, and I hear them doing their prayers together as a family, and I'm like, this is what marriage should look like. This is what I missed out on. This is what didn't take part in our
So it
family.
does exist.
Think so. It does exist, and it's really really cool, and I just count it as a blessing that I get to work with that family and their kids, and they're truly amazing.
Yeah.
Like I think that they're helping me as much as I'm able to help them, but
Well, that's cool.
yeah, there's hope.
Me there,
I'll
so.
get married one day.
Yeah, me too. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. But that
While we're single, we're just gonna live in our singleness.
we are going to live our singleness. We are going to continue serving God and being the best parents that we can be and best individuals that we can be. And yeah, not listen to these terrible words of advice that are not so wise. We got the book. That is the best word of wisdom.
Yeah,
ever,
we do.
Right?
Yeah. There's one book.
That's it. Just
God wrote it.
it's called the Bible. It's amazing. I always recommend start on page 1. So, all right. Well, this is wrapping up that episode of the podcast here. So, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to close in prayer. If you'd like to join us, feel free. If not, thanks again for joining and go make it matter. Miss Angela.
Okay. Lord, we just thank you for all of the viewers that have joined us live or will be joining us in the future. And as we discuss funny conversations of words of wisdom that people bestow upon us and that aren't so wise. We are just so thankful that you are the creator of everything, that you are the creator of the word, and ultimately those are the words that we need to look for solace in. That when we're facing difficult times, whether it be a divorce or hardships in our life, that it's your word, not other people who have faults and failures, but your word is the truth and the thing that will get us through. Until next time, we love you, and we just pray for all of those that are listening. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right. Thank y'all for joining. Take care.
I don't know how I cracked it. Oh wait, let me see it. Let me get back to my tablet.